Hello everyone. So today's little card making video will be something a bit different because I have everything kind of pre-cut, and yeah, it's late at night so my lighting's kind of a little off, but I thought I would film this just because I can. I'm using the soon to be released Blueprints 14 Dynamics from MFT, and I've been getting a lot of questions about these die sets, as some people don't know what they're about and that kind of thing, which I get it. I know when I first got a set of the blueprints, they were sent to me like a long time ago before I was even on the team, and I didn't get it. Like, it wasn't this set, obviously, it was one of the earlier sets, and I was like, well, it's kind of cool, but I didn't quite grasp what they were. But yeah, this set specifically is fabulous. I love it. And then with every set of blueprints, they always release a PDF file with 4 different layouts, so you can print it off. So that's just what I did here. And then throughout the weeks on the MFT blogs, sometimes I'll have sketch challenges which will use elements from the different blueprint sets and all kinds of things. Plus, those of us on the design team end up creating all sorts of cards. But I thought for my card today, I wanted to do this layout because I really, really like it. So I've die cut everything already ahead of time, and I just used some Sweet Tooth cardstock. I die cut banana split, Sweet Tooth again, and then blue raspberry cardstock using some of the different dies. And yeah, I love like the stitching elements and like the pierced elements. That's all included in these dies. I'm totally obsessed with all these different like pierced and stitched things because there's zero effort involved. You know, run them through my die cut machine and they come out not only die cut, but then pierced and stitched and all that fun stuff. So super fun. So I did all that. And then rather than use the fun little flower that's included in the set, which again I love, I like that shape, but I wanted to do a different flower, and this is the new Gerber Daisy Dynamics. This is the free with 60 set, which the only way to get it through in the month of April is with a purchase of $60 or more. You'll get this for free. So you get this whole little set right here, so all the different sizes of the Gerber Daisies, the centers, and then these little solid circles. And next month in May, you'll be able to purchase this, but for now it is only a free with purchase die set. So I took that and I die cut a whole bunch of flowers. I'm not going to use them all on this card, but I was just running through a bunch of scraps of cardstock, so I thought I'd cut a whole bunch at once. So I did several of each size, and then I die cut some centers just from the same banana split cardstock. And then finally, I took my absolute favorite leaf set. That's the layered leaves dynamics from a few months ago, and I use those all the time. So I die cut a few leaves from some gumdrop green cardstock. And my original idea when I was thinking about this card is I was going to show sponging and do a bunch of different techniques and all kinds of fun stuff. And actually, I've decided that I'm going to keep things relatively simple and just do a card out of just cardstock and stamps. So I have all of my little elements here, and for this yellow piece I've decided I want to stamp the new on the diagonal background. And as always, my desk is an absolute mess. I have stuff piled up everywhere. But this is also a brand new stamp for the April release, and again, I love it. Just make sure I don't have any ink on it. I've been using it a lot and I want to make sure I don't have ink everywhere. I'm going to ink it up with my banana split ink. And the one thing I'm really loving about this stamp, and well, really all the background stamps, trying to not be so OCD and stamp everything so perfectly. So I don't worry too much when I ink up my stamps. And one thing I've also been doing is not putting them on perfectly straight, and also not pressing down the whole area of cardstock, just doing a little bit. So some parts might miss, some might not, but I don't really care. I just, when it's done, it looks cool and it's just something a little bit different. So I'm going to set that aside so I can clean it. Alrighty, so if you've been reading my blog at all, I also posted some cards, and by the time this goes up, I will have said in that blog post, I am really needing to make a bunch of birthday cards. I am running so low. In fact, I don't have hardly any on hand. So this month for me is all about the birthday cards. So I've got, this is an older set. This is just the Clearly Sentimental Birthday Sentiment set. And I love the fonts and the mix of all the stamps. And I'm absolutely obsessed with the font on this, like the handwritten kind of font for the happy. So I'm gonna make another birthday card using these stamps. I'm gonna stamp it onto this white die cut piece with, I'm gonna use raspberry ink for the birthday. And then I'm gonna ink up the happy with black licorice. So that is that. So let that, and while that is drying, I'm going to adhere the largest flower. So I'm just going to use my Tombow Mono Multi to do that. Okay, and then add the center. How fun is that? I think so cute. And while I'm at it, I'll just use my Tombow Mono Multi to adhere all the remaining layers for the layout. Okay, so I got the main part of my card adhered, and then I want to take these larger leaves that I had die cut. Just gonna figure out how I'm gonna want them on my card here. Okay, so I've got my card base, which is 5 1/4 inches square, and I also I also trimmed down a piece of raspberry cardstock. I just wanted to mat the main panel here and just bring in a little bit more of that raspberry, which is one of my ultimate favorite MFT colors. I am obsessed with it. There is my card front, and finally for the inside, I just die cut a few more pieces with my Blueprints 14 using just the same colors I used on the outside. And the only difference is on this yellow piece, I'm going to stamp another stamp from the Birthday Sentiment set here. I'm going to ink this one up again with the black licorice ink. A matter of adhering all of my pieces together. Okay, so it's just a matter now of adhering this to the inside of my card. And that is all there is to it. So the inside's done and the outside is done, and I did not use any embellishments or glitter or ribbon, which I know for me is crazy, but I just let the die cuts speak for themselves, and I love this color combo. I'm totally happy with how bright and cheerful and fun it is. So as always, there'll be a link below to my blog post with links to all the supplies used and all the info, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.